been jet washing the decking, getting rid of all the green algae, spraying it with some stuff to kill the algae off altogether, and hopefully dry the decking up, because we have had a lot of rain recently this year. So from Young's, well, I always thought we're part of Marston's, may or may not be wrong. Do I care? No. But anyway, from Young's, London Gold. Also the makers of Double Chocolate Stout, which is probably I reckon, their most famous brand. And is Ramrod one of theirs? And we're doing it all off the bat, so I might be wrong. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So yeah, Young's London Gold. I think I got it from Own Bargains at some stage. Looks like 4.8%, although again, in this light, you never know. Zesty blonde ale with hints of orchard fruits and a hoppy bitter finish. Sounds lovely. Looks like it is 4.8%. Setting the standard in bottle conditioned ale, so it's bottle conditioned as well. Okay. So yeah, I had the jet wash out from just after 9 this morning. I'm popular with some of my neighbours, but it's not a large jet wash. To be honest, it's the only time to get stuff done in winter. This time, you know, on a Sunday, you need to crack on. Crack on, I say. So yeah, swing that over. There we go. Yeah, decking's nicely jet washed the windows, French doors and door while I'm there. And I've got my little battery powered blower out, blew the decking, got rid of the water as quick as I can so I can get the spray down. Now this spray, what this spray does, it feeds into the wood and it basically gets rid of the algae, supposedly. It did last year and it didn't work so well in the autumn. Maybe it rained too quickly, or maybe I didn't prep it enough. So now I've jet washed it first to open up the pores, as you do, and then spray it in, and then that should dry it out, repel the water. That's my reckoning. Will it work? God knows. But you know, you've got to try it, and if you don't try, you don't win. Oh, that is really bloody refreshing. So yeah, golden pour, white head. There's a real zestiness. Did it say zesty? I forget. I've already forgot what it said. Zesty blonde ale, yeah, with hints of orchard fruits and a hoppy bitter finish. Yes, very zesty, very refreshing. You know when you've been busy for that, I mean it's like 1 o'clock-ish now, something like that. And it's nice just to crack one open, a beer, not anything else. And just, you know, just enjoy your Sunday afternoon. I shan't be having another until my wife's got rid of some cakes. So, you know, it's one of those things. But yeah, another one of the beers that was on my short dated area. Going down now, thankfully. And in fact, the whole beer collection's going down. I'm starting to see gaps. Although I've got beers to fill the gaps, obviously. They're all double stacked on some of the shelves. I need to have a good sort out anyway. I've got to go and check the homebrew wine, see what's crack-a-lacking with that. I've already worked out one of my little projects for this year is to actually make my kitchen garden kitchen sort of thing. So basically, I've got a cooker and I've got a hob, and I'm going to build them somehow into my bar that I've got on the decking. I've moved the bar, just got to trim a bit of wood off the bar so I can walk around easier, and you know, hopefully the kids can't walk around as well. Put something in the way to stop the little ones. And yeah, we'll get a gas bottle for it, get it all worked out, get it all hooked up, and to have an oven in the garden, you know, just to cook stuff in. So you've got your barbecue, you've got an oven, got a hob, even got a toaster. I've just got to build it in, pallet it all up, seal it with sealant, stop the water dripping through. And you know, could be a nice addition to the garden. Might have to paint the cooker up because it's a bit little. It's got a little bit of rust on, so probably paint it black or brown so it matches in. And I might even paint the bar this year. Give it a brown, lick of brown paint, just so it doesn't rot off. And I mean, it was only 2 to 3 days work for me to build it, but I think it'll look better with paint. Got some work to do on my gazebo at the top of the garden. We've had it now 7 or 8 years. We've done well, really, and it's ready for just a little bit of work on both the fabric and the some of the metal. So I'm going to bodge it, as it were, and just to repair it enough just for this summer, just to, you know, save £100 worth this year. We've still got to pay out for a new one, but sometimes get another year out of it. Job's a good one. It's a shame really, because I hear it's so damn annoying when YouTube keep kicking you off your feeds when you're doing feeds. Kick me back to the thing. So bloody annoying. So zesty, refreshing, a little bit of bite in the back end. Very, very drinkable. And like I always say, some beers, there's the right moment to drink that beer. I was ready for a nice drink. Not actually beer really, just something refreshing. It could have been alcohol free. Doesn't really matter. It's not about the alcohol, it's about the taste. And you know, it just hits the spot. And this is always something to remind yourself of. There's a time, a perfect time for every single beer. Drinking a certain beer at a certain time will be a top 10 beer. Drinking that beer again when it's not that particular time, but you know, just for the sake of necking it, you drink it, you think, wow, what did I see in this? Why did I think this was so amazing? Like I always say, there's a time and a place. When you're abroad on holiday in the sun, you're there with your, I don't know, say if it's Spain, you know, you're there with your Estrella. And I tell you what, there's nothing better than sat on a beach or sat by the pool, ice cold beer, just necking that beer. Wow. And it hits the spot. You know, it's a top 3 beer at that particular moment. So yeah, I'll carry on today. I've got some, I'm putting some Christmas lights up, but not using them for that sort of thing. From the beer room up to the house and back down again. Primarily because we, in the summer months, if we're doing any entertaining, we've got friends round, or even, you know, you never know with the beer meetups, you know, and to go to a beer festival, meet up here first. You never know. You never know what happens. But I want to get the garden looking pristine. I am a gardener, so you know it needs to look good for me as well, not just for anybody else. For my sanity. Couldn't think of the word. Oh. And it's funny, for once in my life, I have no urge to spend money on beer. I've got enough anyway. It's not like I ain't got enough beers. I'm at that moment where I want to let the beer wall die down a bit until we start getting the beers coming through in the shops. New range reviews, like beer festivals and sort of thing. And until I see that, but you know, as a community, you know, I don't like the term fans, and I don't call anybody who watches my video a fan. You know, it sounds like you're fucking making yourself out to be something you're not. And I'm proper straight John Bull with that thing. You know, I don't like it. You know, I don't class people. I don't want people to class themselves as a fan, a member of the community. That to me was always the way. And anyway, yeah, or somebody who watches my videos, watches some idiot going on about there. Anyway, but yeah, as a community going forward, when we see bargains and that, or we see new beers coming out that we hadn't had before, or own bargains, B&M, you know, any of the supermarkets. And although really we should be supporting local breweries, but obviously not everyone can afford to go out and spend 40 or 50 quid. A lot of the time, you know, 15 or 20 quid's a maximum, and sometimes a couple of quid, you know, a fiver. I've been at that stage where I've had no money for weeks, and I get £6, and it's like 4 new beers from one of the supermarkets, 4 for £6, and I'm like, yes, little things in life. Oh, nice bit of bite there, and again, right time, right beer. Amazing, isn't it? For me, at this moment in time, it's about 4.3. That was really zesty, really refreshing, nice little bit of bite, fantastic beer for the pub. You know, if you drank that in a pub on a day when you've done a bit of work, you need a quick drink. Job's a good one. And that's it for this review. 4.4. Did I say 4.3? It doesn't really matter, the review score. It was a good beer, and that's really what matters. And that's it for this beer review. Cracking on there. Got more gardening to do. Thanks for watching. See you soon. As always, stay safe, because you never know these days. Scary times. Cheers.